Hi, I'm Alicia Duggan. In this presentation, I will run through a brief summary of my reflective essay about my suitability to be a teacher. I presented my essay to a currently registered Queensland teacher who offered me feedback, and we discussed actions for improvement. In my reflective essay, I discussed what it means to be a professional secondary teacher, particularly in my chosen fields of English and biology, and what skills I think are most important in these subjects and students' lives outside of school. What characteristics are required to be an effective teacher, and which of these characteristics I feel I personally possess were also discussed. At the end of my reflective essay, I came to the conclusion that I do have the suitability to be a secondary teacher. Teachers have the crucial role of preparing young people to lead successful and productive lives. I feel that there are many skills that can be taught in the classroom environment that are transferable to life. I discussed that the skills of critical thinking, the ability to extrapolate and interpret data, as well as being an effective communicator, are all transferable skills for life outside of school. Ultimately, preparing students to be confident learners and lead their own successful and productive lives is to me what it means to be a teacher. My reflective essay discussed ethical issues around professional boundaries, code of ethics, and my own digital footprint, and the risks of implementing information and communication technologies within the classroom. Upon reading my reflective piece, my chosen registered teacher offered feedback, and I have identified the following actions that I can take to improve in these areas. The feedback around my cyber footprint and presence on social media was helpful and will be the easiest action to implement. He was impressed for my actions already taken, as outlined in the essay, but suggested short of removing myself completely from social media, I should consider a name change. My name is spelt fairly uniquely, and this could make students finding my profile much easier. I will change my name on social media shortly. The second piece of feedback was around mentioning how I'd already engaged in my own professional development when it comes to my digital skills and literacy. I'll be the first to admit I'm not the best with technology, but I do recognise its place within the classroom and how it's going to be more integrated into my teaching life. The teacher suggested that I come up with ways to properly record and annotate all professional development I partake in, even if it's my own personal research. The third point discussed was not so much about feedback, but rather a discussion around the point that I made that some things will be gained only from exposure in a professional classroom setting. He recognised that this is certainly the case, and some standards like knowing how your students learn cannot be learned until experienced. These things change every year with every class, but platforms like One School can help with some preparation. Following this discussion, I have set aside some time later in the semester to more thoroughly go through One School dashboard that was given to us during the semester as an activity. I found this assignment very useful, and completing it has given me several things to think about. However, I do think I'm suitable to be a secondary teacher and look forward to further study and to practical components so I can reach my goal of becoming one. Thank you.